All right, just look at that. You would think that with Hillary Clinton spending 5 times what Donald Trump is, that she'd be in polling heaven. Well, she's not. In fact, she's losing a number of battleground states to GOP donor John Tatum. We've also got Charlie Gasparino here. Charlie, you know something of the thinking at the Clinton camp and what you're hearing. They seem to be calmly dealing with this, at least on the surface.
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking to some, I guess you could call these people Clinton operatives, people that give a lot of money to them, that deal with Hillary Clinton and her top people every day. I've been doing this for the last couple of days. Here's kind of a distillation of what I found. They are pretty confident in the end that her ground game will prevail. They still can't believe Donald Trump doesn't have major ground game presence in a lot of these battleground states. They obviously do. They think that's worth a couple of points. And dollars to donuts in a tight election, even as things are tightening up in those states, they think that will help them prevail. The other thing they think, Neil, is the debate. Her performance during the debate. They're putting a lot of pressure, they're putting a lot of their momentum going forward on her doing very well. And here's what I hear. They are preparing for a soundbite debate with Donald Trump. That Trump is going to attack them not on issues. We know he hates prep, but he does like to throw zingers out there, and that he's going to hit her with every zinger known to mankind. So they're preparing for him to basically bombard her with sound bites, zingers, attacks. And the thing is this, they believe that those sound bites are all designed to drum up news and basically to steal the news flow. What they desperately want is Donald Trump not to just gin up some news and be provocative, but be overly provocative, say something that gets him in trouble, and that be the news story coming out of the debates, coupled with the fact of her masterful knowledge of facts and data and policies. And one other thing I will point out, they are really concerned about the moderators. Now, there's been some stuff about Lester Holt and all these moderators being Democrats. I know Donald Trump has stated that. What they're worried about is not that they're Democrats. What they're worried about is the moderators somehow don't press Donald enough. They get scared of Donald, get intimidated on him, and don't press him on factual stuff that he may flub. So that's some of their worries. That's where they are right now. But they think these debates are key for her pulling ahead and
wait a minute, Charlie. I love you to death, but I hear you correctly that the left is concerned that it won't get fair treatment by moderators and the media.
Let me just. What they're saying is this, and they are looking, and that's what they're saying. I mean, I'm not saying I agree with them, but they're saying this. They're saying that Trump has a way of intimidating moderators. They believe he intimidated Matt Lauer into doing a softball interview, and they are worried that Lester Holt and these guys don't hold his feet to the fire on some of the wild claims that he makes from time to time.
All right.
Like
well, she makes some claims to your
ISIS.
point as well. But John Tatum, that is the rep that they're going to say, let's see if we can get his go. Let's see if the media can be tough on him and his outlandish claims, their opinion, and maybe hope that they're not just equally tough on us. But what do you make of that and what Donald Trump has to do then, knowing that might be part of their game plan?
Well, I think that Mr. Trump's going to have an outstanding debate. I'd like one of the questions to be about Secretary Clinton's tax plan of 65% for estate tax versus Mr. Trump's plan. And also look at some of the other capital gains taxes and so forth. So I can't wait for Monday night. I can't wait to be in Hofstra.
But do you think
with,
that
you and
they're
the great
sucking him
Gasparino.
in? To Charlie's point, John, that there's a hope that he either explodes, they suck him into making factual mistakes that they hope a moderator seizes on, or that maybe the media in the follow-up days seizes on to show, what a dope, all of that. But that seems to be what they're doing.
That is.
Well, that's their fourth and long strategy. But Neil, you look at the money that's being spent. I mean, Secretary Clinton's spending $36 million slated in Florida. Mr. Trump's spending about $700,000, but he's up in Florida. Ohio, she's spending over $20 million in Ohio. He's spending less than $2 million.
No, you raise a good point, Charlie. I think what they're planning is their ground operations are going to seal the deal, right? Because they have
and they know that. And the other thing they know from these conversations, and they all said, all these Clinton people said it. They know she's not a very emotional. She's not a person who connects. And that is a problem during the debates. Donald does connect. Sometimes he connects too much, as you know. But she doesn't, and they are worried that her purely analytical, technocratic approach makes her look like a computer, and a computer that might lie to you. I mean, that is the problem that they have. Very low, very high negatives, not a lot of trust for her, and they know that.
I agree. This is an unconventional campaign, and we have an unconventional candidate. And I think Mr. Trump's going to connect on a personal level with millions of people watching.
All right.